Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. And baby, the message comes in the form of a dream. So in this dream, I was with what seemed to be my family. I do recall my son being there, and but it was just like a bunch of people. And this dream went in phases. Like I was asleep for a couple hours, and it was a nap time type sleep. And it was just like regular life type vibe. We were going places and doing things. I was experiencing just going on my own journey and watching people do some of the most outrageous things, just sinning out of this world, doing whatever they feel like doing, whenever they feel like doing it. And in my dream, I had a dream. I had a dream inside of my dream. And the dream that I had was that God was about to send a storm out of nowhere. And that storm would have tornadoes. And then while people were distracted by the tornadoes, there was an earthquake that came and shook up the earth and caused sinkholes. And then after the earthquake and the sinkholes, a tsunami came and it came up on the land, rinsed off and came and you know what I'm saying, came up and went back. And I was shook up about this. So I convinced everybody that I was with, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. So we're traveling, trying to get away from the area where I saw this storm happen. And in the midst of that, the storm starts. And I am panicking, like, oh, we got to get. First, we are looking for a way to get away from the tornadoes before they happen. And then the tornadoes come. And then I'm like, what's next? The earthquake. I'm like, okay, we got to figure out a way to get over. And then the earth starts to shake. But we just so happen to be on the area that we need to be on. And I think to myself, the tsunami is next. So I am rushing to get to high ground and dragging everybody along with me. We get to the high ground. The tsunami comes. Okay. And after all that happens, I am in complete shock and appallment. And I'm like, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. And I just, in the most humble way, I say, I told y'all, I don't know why y'all insist on not listening to me. I don't know why y'all refuse to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just, nonchalantly, like not even an arrogant or nothing like that. I go into my room and close the door. It's like out of nowhere, we were inside of a building. But anyways, I go into my separate space, close the door, and I began cooking, which typically in my dreams, when I'm cooking, I'm preaching. And yeah, that's the message. Oh, wait. Then they began, like, after I closed the door and I started preaching slash cooking, my family, or people I saw as my family in this dream, they began talking about me, and they were like, why isn't she all up in our face? Why isn't she being arrogant? Why isn't she doing this? Why isn't she doing that? She must be scared. And I heard them, but I didn't say nothing. The scripture comes from Ecclesiastes 12:4. When the doors to the street are closed, the sound of the grinding fades. When people rise up at the sound of birds, and all their songs grow faint. When people are afraid of heights and of the dangers in the streets. When the almond tree blossoms. Okay, when the almond tree blossoms and the grasshopper drags itself along and desire no longer is stirred, then people go to their eternal home and mourners go about the streets. Remember him before the silver cord is severed and the golden bowl is broken, before the pitcher is shattered at the spring and the wheel broken at the well, and dust returns to the ground it came from and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Meaningless, says the teacher. Everything is meaningless. And then 13, now all has been heard. Here's the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil. So here's the message. God said, when it come down to it, when you are doing exactly as God wants you to, and you are taking heed to God's instruction, it's not going to be a situation where you being in a certain area or you going through this, that, and the third, and everything is going to fall apart for you. God said He going to make sure you get to safety no matter what. It doesn't matter what kind of attack it is. And you know what I'm saying? In reality, this isn't an attack because God did it. You know what I'm saying? God is the one that caused all that, you know what I'm saying? The storm and the earthquake and the tsunami and all that. He's the one that caused it. So it's not a situation where He's making stuff happen and He tell you He gonna make sure you safe no matter what, and He gonna deliberately just allow you to sit there and deal with it. God said He don't do that. Not only will He get you up out of there, He'll get other people up out of there too, regardless to, you know what I'm saying? It don't even got to be a situation where they believe you. Because in this dream, they did not. And they were in shock that what I said that was going to come true came true. They rolled their eyes when I said I told y'all. I don't know why y'all insist on not listening to me. They, you know what I'm saying? And they was just kind of like, oh, that's it. She ain't gonna go in on us. She must be scared. And it, you know, it wasn't a situation where I was scared. I'm not arrogant. I'm not cocky. I'm not the kind of person where I gotta be up in somebody's face telling them about what I know, and I know this and I understand that, and you wrong for this and you shouldn't have this and that. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna do what God told me to do. And that's exactly what I did in my dream too, and what I'm doing now. I just woke up from mine now. Baby, exactly what God told me to do. What He tell me to do, get in there and cook. That soul food, that spirit food. You know what I'm saying? God said cook, go cook, go cook, go cook, go cook, go cook, go cook. More que pica más bien. It shouldn't be a situation where somebody like, God said He don't want you to live your life in fear. And the reason is He will always warn you of any kind of danger that's coming your way. He always gonna warn you if somebody mean you some kind of evil. He always gonna let you know what somebody is trying to plot on you. And He gonna handle that. Just like if He doing something. It like, you know what I'm saying? Just because a storm is coming to your area don't mean it had nothing to do with you. In reality, we were still in the area of the storm and we were just fine. God said it won't be a situation where His holy ones are, you know what I'm saying, destroyed by storms and atrocities that are intended for the wicked. It's going to hit who it's intended to. It ain't a situation where a wicked person going to be able to stand next to you or behind you and God going to be like, oh, I don't know where they went. It don't matter. They can have on your clothes. They can put on one of your old wigs. And you know what I'm saying, be sitting inside your old house or in your house or, you know what I'm saying, next door, whatever. It ain't going to be a situation where God going to be like, uh-oh, which one is her? Which one am I supposed to save? No. It don't matter. What nobody do, they ain't going to be able to confuse God. And you can't even confuse God. You could be in a room full of sinners and God is still going to fish out which one is you. And that's the message. And even if it's somebody that don't want to believe, you know what I'm saying? Because in a sense, they could be seen as blasphemous for somebody to come in the name of God and say God is going to do this, that, and the third, and everybody talk about they don't believe this, they don't believe that, they don't believe this, they don't believe that, and now it's because of you. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? I understand that for certain people, if they just come out saying certain stuff is going to happen, and you know what I'm saying, they saying all this stuff, it can sound crazy. But I still don't understand the logic of anybody sitting around saying to themselves, I don't think she a prophet. I have prophecies from years ago that came true. Prophecies from this year that came true. Last year that came true. I have given over 5,000 prophecies. And they come true. I don't know why anybody would even, like, I don't have no reason to go up in nobody's face telling them what I do. I don't have no reason to be cocky or arrogant. I don't have no reason to beg nobody to believe me unless their life is on the line and I really don't want nothing to happen to them. It's like, in reality, I don't have a reason to do any of that. I got my proof. Give me my gas. I'm thinking about that Louisiana about song. Get. Give me my gets. Okay. But I'm just being real. Like, come on. It ain't no situation where I got to sit around and, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. I'm not. I'm not arrogant. I'm not cocky. And you know what I'm saying? In reality, I'm not even the kind of person that be trying to go up to people telling them I told you so. I've told people what would happen when I was younger. I'm thinking about this situation where I had told somebody something when I was younger. It was about this. It was a friend that was dating someone, and God showed me that he was gonna do her dirty the way that he did. And he did it. It was years down the line. But I told her what he was gonna do. She got mad at me, y'all. Fell out with me and everything. Baby, when I said that man backdoored and did exactly what I told her he would. And it's messed up because I could tell that she felt like I was going to be, you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't want to tell me nothing. She wanted, you know what I'm saying, to keep it on the hush hush. And I don't want her to think, and I don't want her to think. And in reality, I was never going to do anything like that. When I found out what he did, I was ready to, like, I was angry with him. And I wanted to give her the biggest hug. And I really get tired of people thinking that just because I know things that I know, that I have a know-it-all attitude. I do not. I don't even have the attitude, the ego that Lisa Simpson have. And Lisa don't have no attitude. But you know, she have her moments. But in reality, it's just more of a me trying to like, Mayday, Mayday, hello, do you see what's going on? Hello, 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 hello. Listen if you will. Don't if you don't want to. But don't think that it's a situation where just because you don't like the way I'm dressed, you don't like my hair, you don't like my nails, you don't like this, that, and the third, that I don't have the gifts that God said that I do. And that's just what it is. Or because you don't like my race. Because, baby, one thing I have learned about my travels is there are a lot of people that are against black people. African American, even if you just look black, okay? Regardless of what you want to call, you could be Creole, mulatto, you could be, you know what I'm saying, African, or you could be, you know what I'm saying, whatever. They do not, and it is what it is. I even found out it's certain people, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even realize that Britons didn't like people from America, regardless if it's African American, Creole, mulatto, whatever. Like, I just feel like even when it comes to that, to the fact that there are technically multiple races of people here that are considered African American and it's never acknowledged is just a big piece of the racism that goes on in America. Everybody is just bunched together. And every other race has their different categories. But for us, it's just like meshed together and get over it. And all the history is just swept under the rug. All of the Native American tribes that were people of darker skin tones swept under the rugs. The red bones swept under the rugs. You know what I'm saying? The yellow bones as well swept under the rugs. You know what I'm saying? It's so many that are swept under the rugs and forgotten. And you know what I'm saying? What's funny is, at first, I really thought that was just a skin tone phrase. I learned that was an actual tribe. Out here in Texas, Red Bones. That was a Native American tribe that was pushed from Louisiana into Texas. And you know what I'm saying? They just no longer acknowledge them as Native Americans, but they exist. Everybody just bunched together. And it's assumed we have no culture. Yet the culture we do have, everybody mimics it. I cannot believe how racist this country is. It is heartbreaking. It's sad. And then to top it off, the African American people will literally go against each other and help the racist people capture their own people. This is the same thing that was going on in Africa. People breaking into people's homes and kidnapping them and selling them off to slavery so they can steal everything they have. Y'all really sitting up here letting history repeat itself? Is y'all really doing that though? But is y'all really doing that? I thought this was the land of the free. What happened to this country? This is literally, y'all know I'm a history nerd. This is literally exactly what happened in Africa thousands of years ago. Exactly. It's wild. We definitely in Revelation times. And if don't nobody want to repent, and don't nobody want to turn away from it, and don't nobody want to this, that, and the third, you can't get shocked and appalled when God decide that he finna start striking. You can't get mad when God decides that he finna start tearing some stuff up. You cannot get mad when storms start popping up out of nowhere. Don't feel no kind of way when tornadoes here, tornadoes there. Don't look confused and start scratching your head when the earth starts trembling from this place, that place, and the third. Do not look shocked when a tsunami come up and wipe away full cities, because God say he's sick of it. This is ridiculous. That's the message. It shouldn't be a situation where I got to go around being arrogant and cocky and telling everybody my long list of prophecies, and I did this and I did that, and don't you know who I am, and don't you know this, don't you know that, just for them to believe what I'm saying? For what? For who? For who? Baby, and then the same people, you know what I'm saying? They'll be saying that she must be scared. She must be scared. I start acting cocky. You know what I'm saying? I allow my ego to take over. Baby, they gonna feel like I just need to be stopped. We gotta put an end to. We gotta put a stop to it. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. That part of me, that has never because that's literally just not how I am. And see, people thought that just me having my nails and my hair done and, you know what I'm saying, being dressed nice, oh, she got an attitude, oh, she got this, oh, she got... You haven't seen me with one. Now, 21-year-old Star, you watch out now. She had an attitude. Period. And the attitude stayed. Wasn't nobody finna tell me to fix my face. Fix my what? Wasn't nobody finna tell me I need to feel this way, that way. Nobody. Baby. Y'all got the saved and sanctified version of me. Yeah, I can still dress. I still know how to do my hair. I still know how to do my nails. I can, if I want to, do my makeup. I can, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean it's a situation where I'm arrogant and cocky and I need to be all up in people's faces telling them I did this, I did that, and I know this, I know that. I seen this, I seen, I'm going to relay the message God told me to relay. And I'm going to carry on with my business and minding the business that mind me. Because in reality, that's what it should be. That's what my job is. And I'm trying to think. But I don't recall any of the prophets being cocky or arrogant. Jeremiah was bold. He was bold. He was bold. Jeremiah was bold. He was. But he wasn't cocky and arrogant. And I get it. I get that some pastors can be, or some prophets, maybe I don't know. But I just feel like it shouldn't even be in the nature of somebody that has the kind of position that I have to be cocky and bold. But at the same time, I'm confident. I can't stunt. I got more confidence now than I did before because baby, God has showed me something. But it ain't a situation where I'm just sitting up here thinking that I'm Billy Bad, you know what? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that kind of vibe. But it is the kind of vibe where I'm confident in knowing that God got me. I'm confident in knowing that God, you know what I'm saying, protecting me, He's guiding me, and He keeping His hand over me. But arrogant I am not. And I just find it so interesting how people that are doing evil, trying to do evil to you, want to call you arrogant when they plan don't work out. It ain't that I'm arrogant. It's that you were trying to do something evil. And it was wrong. It was wrong. It shouldn't have even came across your mind to want to do what you were trying to do. But it did anyway. In reality, I ain't the arrogant one. It's not arrogant to think to yourself, I should be able to live in my house peacefully, and I should be able to be in a relationship and everything be peaceful and fine. I should be able to trust that my man is not going to cheat. I should be able to, you know what I'm saying? That is not arrogant. That's normal. Even after we broke up, it's not arrogant to think to myself, well, okay, he say he don't want to be with me no more. I assume he's going to leave. That's not arrogant. Why is he, you know what I'm saying? Why in the world would he still want to be in my house while he's saying that he don't want to be around me and he don't want to be there? That don't make sense. Moving on past that. It's not arrogant for me to be in a hotel room that I just paid for. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Beg for the money so I could pay for it. Then pay for it. Sitting in the room thinking that I'm safe and sound hundreds of miles away from the person that just beat me up, got a black eye, and you know what I'm saying, bruises everywhere. It's not arrogant for me to think that I'm going to be able to be in that room and be at peace. That's not arrogant. That's what should have happened. It's arrogant for someone to assume that they don't even want to be with nobody no more. And their name is not on none of the lease or any of the bills. They haven't helped with any of the bills, but they supposed to be able to keep the house. That's arrogance. It's arrogance for somebody to see somebody in a full-blown relationship and think to themselves, I should be able to sleep with them whenever I want to. Arrogance. It's arrogance for somebody to see someone that is single, minding their business, they standing to themselves, they ain't bothering nobody, and think to themselves, I should be able to go in there and do whatever I want to them. That is arrogance. It's not arrogance for somebody to call out people that's doing evil and wrong. And that's just what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to bless your girl for my birthday, you can use my website, Starscartel.com. You can use my chime, $Starscartel, or my Zelle, TamaraJanelle33 @gmail.com. Deuces.